My next guest clearly does not get like getting paid by the hour because he's coming off a 32-second finish over Pete Rodriguez. UFC Fight Night back on February 3rd. It is Themba Gorimbo back here on the program. Themba, how are you, my man?
I'm blessed, brother. How are you doing, James? You good, brother?
I'm doing great too, but not as good as you, man. 32 seconds. Could that fight have gone any better? I mean, again, you don't get paid for every round, so it's probably good to go in there and get a quick finish like that.
Yeah, man, it's blessed. It's a blessing to be able to go in there, do my job as fast as I did, and go home. But yeah, like a lot of people see 32 seconds. I see 8 months of work.
Yeah.
I've been training for that fight since June last year. So it is 30 seconds to the world, but for me, it's 8 months work, and yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy that I won the way I did, and I just believe my potential is now becoming fully unlocked, and the world will soon realize. Before they do, it will be too late.
You mentioned it was 8 months. Getting another fight. Was that by design? Did you want that much time off, or were you trying to fight sooner than that?
If you know me, you know I want to fight. I wanted to fight sooner. Even now, I'm fighting in May, but I wanted to fight sooner because I believe that I'm not one of those guys that is naive to know who he is, where he is in life. I'm 33. I just turned 33 like a week and a half ago. So I know I have to make the most of this now. I'm in my prime, but I'm not as young as I was yesterday. So I'm not a guy that wants to be hanging around, lazing around and stuff like that. I need to fight. I know where I am in life as a person, and I also don't want to do this forever. Come on. I'm gonna give my all, and my all while I'm in my prime. What a better way. And my potential is now fully unlocked, and before they know it, is to be too late, and I'll be holding that belt.
Did the UFC give you a reason why they couldn't book you for a fight? Like, was it just?
It was not basically the UFC. It was myself too, because I had to get my family to move here, and the visa is not up to me. Control what you can control. The visa is up to the embassy when you can get the visa, and then to get the visa and to come here. So that was that, and then my manager, who's smarter than me, said to me, "We need to get your family settled first before we book a fight." Right. So I was like, all right, that needs 2 weeks. Then I messaged him after 2 weeks. I got here in August last year. Then I said to him, yeah, they settled. But then by the time I said they settled, all the cards were fully booked all the way until up to December. So it was either I fight 14th of January or the second card, not to fight in Canada. I was not going to fly out of the country, because for me to fly anywhere else, I have to get a visa, and I don't like the hassle. I just want to fight where I'm comfortable, or anywhere else where I don't need to go and do the visa. I'm not a very educated guy.
Okay, understand. So they were trying to put you on the 297 card in Canada, is what you're saying?
No, yeah, I mean, there was options. There was options of fighting January 14th, 20th, which was a no for me, or the first card in February. So which ended up happening, because all the cards were fully packed, and there was only one option. I mean, those options for 2024. I really wished I could have done it sooner, but everything for a reason in life, and I believe that I'm here for a reason, so it's okay.
Yeah, and the patience paid off. I mean, what a performance that was. I got to know, going in, I know you had an opponent switch up. Was there much of an adjustment going from Kiefer Crosby to Pete Rodriguez?
There was no adjustment. What was adjustment is just the person. Mm-hmm. The results were determined straight away when I got the fight, when I got the date. I already wrote down straight away. I'm like, I'm going to knock this guy out in the first round. Luckily, I didn't put the name, which is like some of things that I do. But yeah, it was already predetermined, the results. And all I needed to do was adjust from visualizing Kiefer Crosby to visualizing Peter.
Absolutely. And again, you get the highlight reel finish. Everything went great. Did you get to celebrate it all after the fight? Did you get to go out and enjoy yourself?
Oh, yeah, we celebrated. We went to the Apex. To the PI.
Oh,
because fight week, I don't go to the PI at all. It's just a thing I do because I'm a guy that gives energy too, and you know the people at the PI, they all love me, and when they see me, there's like Themba. So I cannot be cold to the people and hot, especially when I'm fighting. So if I go to the PI, I'm gonna give energy back. By the time I get to fight night, I'll be drained. So I try to avoid, the people at the PI, because not because they are bad. It's because when I go there, everybody's like Themba. Everybody is happy when they see me, and I'm also happy to see them. And now I'm giving energy, whereas I must keep the energy. By the time I
Yeah.
get to the fight, I'll be drained. So I avoid to go to the PI. Until straight after the fight, we took a Uber across to the PI and showed my teammates the PI. And then we went to the Airbnb where I was staying, got some pizza, and I drank like 8 bottles of Coca-Cola. So that was the best thing about it.
That's good. That's awesome, man. That's great. And obviously, you came away with a bit more cash as well. What will you be doing with your winnings?
The money I sweat for, I give for my kids, because I'm a generous guy. But like now people are telling me also that, hey, you are too generous. Sometimes keep for these kids. So like I'm doing for that for the kids. But however, I used my platform to help where I come from. So I'm auctioning my fight kit. It's gonna be on the auction until I'm bored. Then I'll just take the highest bidder at that moment. But at the moment, like I'm going to go and build a new library, like a big library in my village. I'm trying to get some land first because where I wanted to put it, firstly, like it's a little bit. I wanted to put it at a certain place, but it's a little bit. How do I say it in a way? I kind of had a feelers of the people around it, and you can kind of sense like some weren't happy about it, some want something out of it. So like I need to get some land elsewhere. So I'm gonna get some land, but within the village though. I'm gonna try to buy some land because there's an area where they are selling the land that will belong to me, without having to ask a favor. Because you never know, people change in life. So I want to buy a land, then I'll go build that thing now when I go to Zimbabwe. The library, who knows what can I do from there with that land that I'll get. So let's see. The most important thing is getting the library in my village, and then I also have a sponsor that is helping me with that. And because on all my sponsorship deals, I always put, you have to do something in my village first as part of the deal. So I have a deal like that with one of the sponsors, so they're helping with that. And the auction, I will use the money to help with the cataract, to send some elders to fix their eyes. And I'm also going to open my foundation now, because what has been happening, people have been sending this money for donations to my bank account, and Mr. Taxman does not care. It's money into your account, you have to pay tax on it. So I now have to go really register a foundation, and I can only register that in Zimbabwe because I'm Zimbabwean. So I'm going to do that. That's part of the reason why I'm going back home, so that I can get things done the right way now,
Yeah.
instead of just doing it from my heart and my head. So that's what I'm going to do, and then fix a lot of people's eyes. It's something that I will intend on doing forever. But I'll start with the people that are close to my village, in my village, within the perimeter. So, yeah, because if you try to do the whole world, you will not be able to fix where you are from first. So I'm trying to go and do that now. And I hope I get everything right in the time period that I'm there.
Excellent. Good for you, man. I mean, that's so inspiring and so great to hear that obviously the money's going to a good place. So how long do you anticipate you'll be back in Zimbabwe? I guess when would you like to fight again? When
I'll be
have
back in Zimbabwe by Thursday. I'm in
Oh,
Zimbabwe.
great.
Yeah. But I just realized that I booked my return flight sooner because I want to come back and train for my fight already. So I don't know how long I'm gonna stay, but luckily I think I book on the flight. I can manage the flight to change the dates. So let's see. But yeah, I think I'm only there for like a week.
Okay. You have your
I
next
don't
fight
think a
booked?
week is enough
Did
to.
I hear you
But
correctly? You have your next fight booked already?
yeah, I can't say yeah.
For
I
sure.
can't
Yeah,
say
yeah.
yeah.
Obviously, you don't have to talk about opponent or anything, but that's good. Good. Like at least you have something lined up, which is good, right?
Yeah, May. Yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes.
Okay. Great.
I'm
Okay.
back
Well,
again in there in May. It's gonna be a blessing to go out there, do even a better job than I did in the last one.
excellent. Okay. Well, that's good. Are you back in Florida right now at MMA Masters, or where are you
Yeah,
right
yeah,
now?
yeah. I'm in Miami right now. I'm actually at home, packing the bags. You know, I'm flying tonight at 10 p.m. I've not packed my bags. My family, my wife, and the kids, they've packed their bags already, but my bags get packed last because I have to choose what I want to go with myself, because I try to go with, let's say, the training gear that I don't no longer use. I try to go with it and some things. So yeah, everybody's bags is packed, but not mine. So I need to pack. I've got like 4 hours until we leave. So yeah, it's gonna be heavy.
Okay. Well, I won't keep you too much longer. I did want to talk to you about, obviously, because we haven't spoke since you got to meet The Rock. How cool of an experience was that? I know he surprised you. There's the video out there. That's got to be one of the most, memorable moments of your life, getting to meet him and
It's
everything that
yeah.
he's done for you.
I think it was the best day of my life. You know, so far until I become the champ. I think the day I'll become the champion, he'll be there. And yeah, it's gonna be even bigger. You know, like it was the best day of my life, honestly, because having to meet somebody that, man, I don't want to lie to you. I don't know if it's a possibility. It happened already, but I don't think it's a possibility for me personally, Themba, to meet a person like The Rock. So it's something that is out of this world, and when you think of it, it creates a little bit of pressure. It creates emotions and a lot of things. So I don't know how to say it, but it's a blessing, really. Like, that's the short way to do it, to say it. It's really a blessing to be able to be there where you meet a man like Dwayne Johnson, and having him, not just meeting him and he goes forever. No, he calls me, messages me, you know, um, and yeah, man, it's crazy. It's crazy. This
And,
life is crazy, my brother.
and
A
it
roller
sounds like you
coaster.
guys still keep in touch. He still messages you, doesn't he? He still keeps in touch with you?
Oh, of course. Even the day of the fight, he
I
messaged me
saw
before
that.
the
Yeah, the
fight.
tweet. That's
I don't
crazy.
know
Like,
why
you're
the guy
friends with one
opened
of the
my
most
phone.
popular
For
people
some
in the
reason, I
world.
was switching off my phone, my thing, before the fight. Then I opened my phone, and I saw the first message that was on my phone was from DJ. And it got me emotional. I cried when I was backstage. But I think that's why I went in there and did what I did. So everything for a reason, and I'm grateful.
Yeah, and my last question, kind of on that, how much different was it for this fight, having your family here, having a guy like The Rock in your corner? Like, that's got to feel so different than, say, your debut or any of the other experiences that you've had. I mean, you've got a whole army behind you.
Oh, to be honest with you, like I said, my potential is fully unlocked now.
Mhm.
I do not have any worry in my head. All I worry about is how when am I training? Like, I worry only about training.
Mhm.
So can you imagine if you couldn't beat me in the beginning when I had so many worries and still working hard? Trust me, you're in for a long time, a long night or a short night with me. If like fighting me now I'm a bad fight for everybody in the division. People
Mhm.
might not think of it, but I am now. I believe so, and it's good what happened on Saturday because no one got to see everything. So it's the best thing about it. Like, no one saw in everything, and even my coaches were happy. They're like, you know what? We are happy because the fight went quickly, and no one got to see exactly who we see in the gym.
Yeah, it's great. And we're looking forward to the next one, Themba. I'll go let you catch that flight and get packed. But if there's anything you want to mention before we get out of here, I'll give you the last word.
I plug my sponsor, Risk Pharma, you see, lucky number 7. The people that support me around the world, that believe in me, and those that support me, not just support, that support me truly from their heart, not the people that support for repost and post, those that want just to support you for Instagram and post. Those people that were praying for me when I was in that cage, that were praying for me leading up to that fight, those people that truly wanted me to win, not just wanted me to win so that they can post, I can repost so they can get a couple of followers or whatsoever. Those people that really, really cared for me to win. And those that, those are the people that matter to me. And thank you so much to everybody that tuned in on Saturday, prayed for me when I was going to the cage, that was worried for me. and that was really, 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 really having good intentions towards me going into that fight, wanting me to do well and want me to do well in my life. For me, thank you so much, because you know what? It's rare to find such people, because everybody these days, brother, it's like wishy-washy world. It's about reposts and posts, about likes and comments. So it's life.